Hey everyone. Are you ready? I cannot hear you. Are you ready? Awesome. I hope you didn't have too much sleep. Who of you did not sleep at all during the 3 days? Raise your hands, please. A big round of applause. Especially that you made it here even to the auditorium. So now we will start with the closing ceremony of this year's HackZurich. And before going into the apero afterwards with the beer and the fun part, we will also start with the pitches. And with the pitches, we also want to introduce the jury quickly again that actually made all of that possible and went through all the projects you submitted. So a big thanks to the jury of this year. And now, this is also your turn. You know that there is one special award this year, which is the Audience Award, which is the one you can vote for yourself. So in Discord, in general, you can thumbs up for the team you like the most. So watch all the pitches carefully and then give your own vote. And now we would already continue with the finalist pitches. Here you have the list. Please also have a careful look where your team is on the list. We will go through this order. And now I would already ask the first teams to line up on both sides, please. Like we can do the odd numbers here and the even numbers on the other side. And then there are also some teams remote. And please, big applause for all the finalists. So we would start with Team Joyride. Connect your device. There's also a microphone on the other end for the other team.
Hey guys, we're Team Joyride, and we're here to give you an elevator pitch, and we mean that literally. Offices are getting bigger and bigger, and with increasing remote work, it's getting more and more difficult to put a face to the names you see in your work emails, right? We have a solution for this. It's called Joyride, and you can see it here. It's an app, which gives you basically a Where's Waldo with your colleagues in the elevator rides to your floor. You can use it to find your colleagues on the floor. You can use it also to get, if it's your first time in the office, to find out where the conference room is, for example. And you can also play against other people to see who gets the highest score. And here you can see the app. On the left side is our lovely app, and on the right side is the Schindler API. So as you can see, the elevator is currently on the first floor. It's opening up now. So now you enter the elevator and you can start the game. So now you're looking for Michael Giger. You can press on him, you can click on all the people. And as soon as you get to your floor, you get a leaderboard where you can see your score compared to the other people.
Please make sure that the teams are already preparing, that we can do this efficiently. Okay. The microphone?
Hello? We have an emergency. Mr. Lieutenant, a multi-story building is on fire and there are multiple civilians still in the building. The building is currently in a critical situation and might collapse any moment. There's no time left. We have to go now.
The lieutenant rushes to the location and receives floor plans on his way to the scene. However, we need a rescue plan immediately. However, these floor plans do not include any real-time data about the building in this super dynamic situation. Like, where exactly are the fire scenes? Where are the staircases? What is the quickest path to reach the civilians? In this super confusing and stressful situation, we're introducing LIT, seeing through emergencies.
So basically, with the help of LIT, we are able to automatically create 3D models of multi-story buildings from 2D floor plan. This allows us to understand an unfamiliar building on the first sight and orientate ourselves in case of emergency. So apart from room segmentation, we also visualize the emergency staircase immediately with one click, which is quite interesting.
Okay, so how does this look like in the actual case? So when the lieutenant arrives, he sees the scene. And he can see that on the blue boxes on the bottom right, these are the firefighters that just arrived at the entry of the building. There are green dots that show the fastest way from the firefighters to the civilians, so they directly get commanded by the lieutenant to go there. They get the correct way to achieve there with the fastest pace possible. They also avoid the fire that can be seen in the building as well through the transparent walls. So, what makes this special? The first one are the transparent walls. The lieutenant can make any floor transparent so that he can see what's below this and always has a nice view over the whole situation. The next thing is the green dots that show the fastest way to get to the civilians and out of the building. And finally, this all is running on real-time data from sensors like a thermometer or a temperature sensor and motion sensors to detect the people, as well as the 3D maps that we generated from the 2D paper.
So now coming to the 2D thing. So we make use of classical image processing techniques like erosion dilation, high-risk corner detection, connected components for the segmentation of each room. So this allows for a fast, lightweight, and straightforward pipeline which generates an outline for the 3D model. So yeah, it's quite nice, and we are a team, and we introduce and are saving likes like you have never seen before. So yeah, there you go.
Right, hello guys. We are Team Very Far and we tackled the Leica Geosystems Challenge where we created immersive experience in VR for surveying, for sales, training, and generally for surveying enthusiasts. Our creative director will now show our trailer.
You've all heard of farming simulator, flight simulator, goat simulator. Now prepare yourself for this fully immersive virtual reality experience that lets you survey any terrain you can imagine. Survey Simulator. Strap on your Oculus Rift and step into our little town and get ready to experience the joy of high precision surveying accuracy with Leica Geosystems. Find your limits. Plan the buildings of your future. Or try your hand at free aiming or use assisted tracking for optimum accuracy. See how your measurements are working on the live feed and create any kind of measurement. Walk around a little town. Here you can also see our action figure, Survey Man. Or throw it away, I don't care. Pre-order now for a free Survey Man action figure, available 2022.
It's a disaster.
Test. Great.
It's a disaster verse.
Okay, thanks everyone. Right, this is now all live demo, so be kind. We've made an AR, VR, and data capture solution to make the risks of the modern world more tangible. We all know the world is changing, climate change is here, but it's really hard to imagine. So this is all going to be shareable. You can get to this URL on the web. That's really hard to do. When you get to this scene, now you're getting a view around a 3D model. This is all live. And then once you hit R, we're going to simulate an inundation event. This is the first part of our solution. So now you can make the risk really tangible. This is what we think is going to happen on site. Okay, and now that's really hard to do, but once we realized you can do that, we extended it to other situations. So I guess, how do you feel about volcanoes? So now we've got a lava simulation of the same event. And this is all scanned from around this building using the combination of that dog we saw walking around and the LiDAR modules on your iPhone. And then lava encroaching on this building. Okay, now finally the disaster has happened, the event is here, and we have a mitigation plan. This is where the AR side of our solution comes in. And you now, if you're on site, you get a ping on your phone, you get the AR come up, and then whatever the plan is, you've got to go. In this case, you're exiting the building, but of course this could also be sandbag placement for an inundation event or even a full-scale city evacuation. And here we go. So please, if you have your phone, you can scan this QR code, you can reach this website, and then if you want to see cool stuff happen, just press R.
Hello, everybody. We have had quite the turbulent years, haven't we? Pandemics, ever increasing situations with like strengthening climate change, natural disasters. These challenges prove an enormous risks to our supply chain. We must improve our supply chain resilience. And with our solution, we will show you how.
Hello. To tackle this challenge, we would like to present you a multifunctional dashboard. And the main functionality is interactive map, which actually displays a real-time data about social events like strikes, natural catastrophes, and road disruptions. And we provide it in different color. All the information is retrieved from the trusted sources. And it gives the impression of big picture and allows to highlight the most affected areas. Also, we added the possibility to investigate the case of particular order. It can be done by inserting the order number in the search bar. Based on this, we derive the coordinates of the origin and the destination, build a route, and find the intersection with the affected areas. This is also later used for the risk management calculation. But to get complete insight on the functionality, let's move to the next part. Next part is this table, which basically gives you all the details about the orders which might be affected by all the events that we discussed above. So you can see the list of the events, and it's followed by the risk assessment indicator, which is basically calculated based on the fraction of the land route intersected with the affected areas. Also, we consider it vital to provide the CO2 emissions effect of the delivered orders.
We believe that with our solution, we can help create the stepping stones toward
Hi guys, we are K806 team. We have a presentation. So we are K806 team and we present Datadon. This is a simple solution for matching researchers with people who want to share their data all over the world. We came with this idea because of this young boy. He's our friend and he was struggling with finding data for his research. And it took him very long. Let's have a quick look at the demo. First of all, we will look from the point of the researcher who wants to find some data. He needs to upload a quick description of the research, like the title, some description, and the tests he would need to collect for his work, and then save. And there in the right column, you can see the button download. That's the downloading data from our platform. And now we switch to the user who wants to share their data. He just needs to add the analysis and select a file from his computer and save it. So generally, that's it. They posted it, not me. So numbers don't lie. We've made a series of very serious computations and found out that if a small percent of people would upload data to our platform, in a year we will be able to complete the over 1 million results. So some tech details, I won't go into them because it's easy to make an elegant IT solution, but it's hard to make a process that would really ease people's lives. And we are concentrating on this. So
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. We're the team behind Schindler's Seamless Visit. Our focus has been on making hospital visits easy and comfortable. As I'm sure you've experienced, you have scrolling endless hallways which are very long, where you're wondering, you have symmetry and you end up back at the same spot again, or you have cryptic room numbers which leave you wondering whether you're in an escape room. During the last 72 hours, we've built an end-to-end solution which makes it easier for you to visit your loved ones and make it comfortable as possible. We'll now show you a live demo.
So when you arrive at the hospital, you can skip the reception and go straight to the elevator and scan a QR code. There you can search for the room of your loved one. And just with a tap, it tells you the room. And then you have an elevator that takes you to your decision floor. Even if you forgot to disembark, we have it covered. You tell us the floor you landed on, and you can just enter in another elevator. Once arrived on their own right floor, we have a map that takes you to the room of your loved one straight away. While staying at the room of your loved one, the doctor is also a tap away, something bad happens. We don't want to go back, no worry, just another tap, and you can also take the stairs down to where you came from.
So what we saw just before was the journey through a hospital. But of course, we also have regular journeys from place to place in other cases, like hotels and public buildings. So our use case can be applied just as well in hotels or public buildings where you have breakfast, conference halls, spa, parking, stuff like that. We're Schindler Seamless Visit. Enjoy the stay without worrying about the way. Thanks.
Yes. Hello. Hello, everyone. We are presenting you ClearRace as a solution to the Siemens challenge, Get Train Some Space. Here on the right, you can see an image which shows the minimum clearance outline for a railway. What you see on the left is what workers would normally use to measure it. You can see it's pretty heavy and pretty expensive, so ClearRails offers a solution for this. We have a team sent on the field right now to test the app on real train tracks. So, yeah. Hi, Sebastian. We can't really hear you. Just 1 minute. Hi, Sebastian. Can you hear us? Okay. Okay, how is it supposed to work?
Nothing on the way of the tracks. It's really nice, see?
Okay, Sebastian, we're coming back to you. Hello, Sebastian.
Hi. I'm testing out the new clearance app.
Okay, how do you like it?
It's really nice.
How do you use it?
Oh, okay, I have two methods of using it. So first, I can go into the manual mode and place these 2 points on the field to create a clearance area where I can see exactly where I'm supposed to make sure that there's nothing on the way of the tracks.
Cool.
It's really nice, see?
Yeah, cool. It looks very well centered. Can you generate something like a tunnel out of it?
Oh yeah, so we have like 2 visualization modes. So right now we have a tunnel. Here we have an area which we can a bit change and make a bit more opaque, so you can see the outline more clearly. I mean, we also have the ability to do all of this automatically. So I can just hit the auto button and it will send a request to the server and find these tracks automatically and immediately create the same outline, which we can then use to check the clearance of the trains.
That's quite impressive. So how does an engineer detect possible collision with the clearance track?
Oh yeah, so right now we can just like walk closer to the ground.
Good. Hi, we are team number 9, Story Dreamers. We are Marcel, Martin, and Marco over there. He joined us from Seoul, South Korea. He's a good friend of ours. Imagine you have a story you want to pass on to your kids, or you know a story and you want to read them to your kids, but an important part of what is missing are actually the pictures to tell a story. And this is where most people have trouble. I'm not really good in drawing, and I'm also kind of a cheapskate. I don't want to spend on expensive designer just to tell my kids a story that was passed on by my parents. Yeah, but let's look now in the demo.
So now we need a vote for a story from Brothers Grimm. So we have Fisherman and his friend, Emperor Suit, and Snow White. Fisherman and his wife, hands up. Emperor Suit, hands up. Snow White. Okay, cool. So we have downloaded this text from the internet, and we can now copy them and paste them here in. And let's have a look what happens. So it takes a few seconds to process. And now we have generated images and a readable book for children where you can go through and all the images are generated. So you see, we can go through. Seems cheap, right? Because we had this also in our video. But now we can have another one. Let's have a look at, for example, Emperor Suit.
Yeah, so behind, while he's copying the text, we have a state-of-the-art BART model that's actually extracting keywords and shortening the story. And this is fed forward into a stable diffusion model, which is deployed to Google Cloud.
Hello? 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 Oh, nice. The world is fragile. Realize it with every single event happening on the earth. Natural disasters, political instability, protests. With interconnected systems, any single affair causes troubles. Is that what we really want in this world? I'm not sure. Humanity tries to minimize the risk of every negative event. But until now, we cannot prevent them 100%. We need to learn to adjust to them and minimize the impact. The team, RadarX, is happy to present a prototype that should support nations to limit the impact of any catastrophe or incident. Businesses want to avoid the disturbance of supply chains. Customers want to live their lives they used to. Our project is dedicated to collecting information from open sources and social networks about various events. We utilize data from NASA, Twitter API, and used React.js. Businesses can become aware sooner if the storm is in commercial port or nationwide airline strike on certain roads is closed. They can see everything on a map with some hints of actions. Companies will be able to adjust their routes and deliveries faster. On a closing note, think about critical infrastructures like hospitals and recent pandemic. Resilient supply chain plays a key role nowadays, and the team, RadarX, wants to support it with our prototype. Thank you.
On the Casper blockchain and integrated it in our newly created Flutter app, which is built on iOS and Android. You see this app here. We're going to do some demonstration afterwards. HackZurich is a platform that makes living in a sustainable manner exciting, playful, and above all worthwhile for the user because he can receive an added value in our own cryptocurrency depending on how good his behavior is. These tokens can be used to get discounts or can be sold for other crypto and fiat currencies. To start, all the user has to do is to click on a predefined activity like going in the gym. He can start a tracker right now here in the phone and tracks the data of the phone itself. Some other activities, for example, a car share to save CO2 requires a hire manager to approve then these activities. This can be done here also in the app on the government's page. For example, now we have here these different activities income. The manager then can just say, yeah, okay, let's approve this one, then disapprove this one, and then the different tasks will appear here in these tabs here. After the user collected some of the tokens, he can go to the redeem page and redeem the token on different discounts or rewards. For example, he could plant a tree to be in an extra good behavior, or he can just get a 10% discount of our partner. These spots we can also sell to other people of partner organizations, for example, and lead them to their website. With HackZurich, we can incentivize positive behavior of people without forcing them to change. Our platform creates an intrinsic motivation to change to a good lifestyle.
Yeah, we all can feel it. The fear of blackouts is looming over Europe. Governments are urging their people to save energy to prevent the energy system from collapsing. However, saving energy is not always easy, and people need counseling to identify energy saving potential in their homes. Qualified personnel is currently scarce, and you have to wait months to book a counseling date.
We present the Energy Manager, a digital tool to analyze the energy profile of your building. A user can take a picture of the floor plan of their building, and we use deep learning to analyze and segment it. We then ask the user for further information, such as heat and electricity bills and the heating method.
The third step we ask a user is to use one of these cool Sensorion sensors and place it in a room, and then turn off the heating in that room for 24 hours whilst we are collecting data. So I'm not gonna complain too much about Bluetooth, just pray and hope it works now. If not, then in the interest of time, you might just have to imagine that data would be collected here, but we skip it now, and we get to the results that the user of the app gets. So on top, you see the floor plan that has been analyzed by our deep learning model. In violet, you see areas that need improvement, basically. So they're prone to cooling down, for example. The blue areas are a bit better. You don't have to do much there. And below, you can see the sensor, the temperature data that we collected, which we also use as input for the recommendations that we generate in the end.
Yeah, finally, the energy manager gives you personalized recommendations that allow you to identify energy potential. And by that, the energy manager empowers you to fight the energy crisis by taking energy management into your own hands. Thanks, everyone.
So I think there was a little confusion because Team Expert was remote and this just now was Energy Manager. Now the next one will be Level Up. You can go here. Where is Team Level Up? Okay. You can just switch, yes.
Check. Okay. Hi everyone, we are Level Up and we're gonna show you how you can level up your next Schindler elevator ride. So, next. I think some of you, or we know how many of you can relate to this situation. An elevator ride is boring, you're alone. We know that for a fact because we put out QR codes here in Technopark and in around Zurich, and over 50 people signed up. Next. You can see here. Okay, so we thought like, how can you change this experience? So forget about Netflix and chill. Let's talk about elevate and play. So two elevator riders scan their QR code. They will be automatically matched and they compete in a short game of rock, paper, scissors against each other in 2 different elevators all around the world. Next. So I think we're gonna quickly go to the slides and then you can try it out yourself. Okay, so you go on the page, it looks for another player. Next. No. Okay, so and once you're in, you can use, it uses augmented reality. You can just point rock, scissor, paper and it recognizes it. Next. And the winner will then get some coins, which you can use or can show off on the leaderboard or can use for some partners around. And if you guys are interested now, next. Here you go. You can try it out or for your next elevator ride. Thank you very much.
All right, yes, it works. So it's getting increasingly likely that our electricity production won't be enough to match our demand. If at the same time a whole power plant goes offline unexpectedly, the government will have to take whole sections of our country offline to save the rest from a blackout. This is where GridGuard comes in. GridGuard puts a large swarm of private smart devices under a central command. And this way the government can shut off non-essential private devices across the country at the press of a button and save us from a blackout with minimal negative effect to our lives. Let's go straight to the demo.
Here you can see GridGuard showing our smart grid. We can see a load around 1, which means everything is running smoothly. We're producing as much electricity as we're using. Over here we see a visualization of a few of the 100,000 smart devices that we're actually running in this simulated smart grid. And you can see these devices are turning on and off and continuously reporting their exact power usage to the smart grid for coordination. Now, what happens if a major power plant goes down and we can't produce enough power? You can see the load is getting out of control there, going into the red, and we need to do something soon. With GridGuard, instead of blacking out whole cities like you currently do, you can choose the least important devices and turn those off first. So now you can see the couple of device types we chose are starting to turn off automatically in response to messages from GridGuard. This affects different types of devices. So for example, the user can always see all of the devices they have that are connected to GridGuard and the whole network status, so they're well informed. They can see if their own devices are running or not, like the microwave is now, and they can see if they have any devices which are being limited to prevent grid shutdown. So now if we start microwaving something over here, and the network becomes overloaded, someone decides that it's time to turn off all the microwaves, eventually our microwave will come along and turn off too. And we can see that in GridGuard and on the real smart device that's actually connected to our demo. Yeah, instead of manually managing all of this, you can also tell GridGuard to automatically pick the least important devices and turn off first, so that when the power plant comes back online, all the devices can come online too in perfect synchronization and keep the grid stable.
Test, test. Hey, HackZurich, we are Team Power Piggy, and with our app, we want to fight actively against coming power shortage. Now, Family Mayors shows us how they interact with our app.
Dinner? I really enjoyed the dinner with you. Ellen, look at this. I have just received a push message from the Power Piggy Bank app. Can we unplug the car tonight?
Yeah, it's Friday. I won't need that the whole weekend. I will unplug the car right away. By the way, is there anything you can do about that tumbler? We keep getting notifications every day.
Let me switch it off in the app. The piggy suggests we should turn down the heating.
It looks like we need to cuddle tonight to keep us warm.
Good morning, I hope that you slept well. Guess what? The energy we saved yesterday has made our piggy bank full. We will get the reward from the Federal Energy Saving Commission. What do I get?
Look, with this washstand you can hang up laundry at any time.
Oh, dear. You know I don't enjoy hanging up the laundry.
Of course, I know you the best. That's why I have selected another reward for you. I think that you will enjoy it.
You do know me the best. Thank you and the piggy.
Thank you.
Hello? Yeah. Look, how beautiful our planet right now. We're just enjoying it and don't think about circumstances. We're doing a lot of mistakes every day, and we don't think how they can affect our life tomorrow. For example, even if we have a choice to recycle, we're not using it. Can you relate to this, guys? So we do mistakes every day, and it's wasteful to use all the resources that we have.
And the thing is that all of these actions, they do have consequences. And we are not from being affected by them. So luckily, Swiss government is providing a lot of open data, and we leverage this to build an app to tackle this problem. So by raising hand, how many of you at least used once Tinder? We took the same approach to educate youngster people on climate change. But that's not only it. With simple multiple choice quizzes, we can leverage simplifying the learning for people on climate change topics. You can share your success with your social media, social network, and raise awareness to your communities. The thing is that education can be even more fun by combining with betting, that you can actually earn points and spend it and invest it in local markets on sustainable products, and even take it one more step further and donate it.
Our app is more than a game, it's a game changer. It helps citizens to change their habits by making more conscious decisions, invest in local business, sustainable markets, and get to know new climate change initiatives while engaging with their friends and having fun. Quizzerland, a game everyone wins. Thank you.
Hello. Hey, what are you doing?
Oh, hey, I'm just mixing cement with concrete.
Do you know that cement presents 8% of all carbon emissions? Can you mix less?
Oh, sure I can. But you know, this will increase the probability that the concrete structure will fail at some point. What do we do then?
Simple. You pay us 50,000 for delaying us.
Oh, so I make your company greener and carry the financial risk?
That, my friend, is right.
No, I can't do that. I have to put more cement into my concrete. I can't carry this risk. I'm not that rich.
Well, you can now. For a simple low price of 29.99 francs, we will concrete insurance will insure your next concrete pour, which means if anything ever happens, we will pay you.
And the way we do it is by using this app, which integrates well into existing concrete ordering apps. Using this app, you can specify the parameters of your concrete order and then get, for instance, like how you mixed your concrete, and then get an accurate estimate of the amount of insurance premium you have to pay in order to insure your concrete structure. So for instance, here I would have to pay 43.88.
Only 43.88? That's so cheap. How are we ever going to make money?
I'm glad you asked. So the way we do it is by being able to more accurately estimate the probability that a concrete structure will fail. And we do this by training machine learning models on data which was gathered using these sensors by convergence. By Converge. Yeah. These sensors are embedded in concrete structures around the globe and measure the stability of these concrete structures over weeks and months.
Beyond concrete science, another very important factor that affects concrete strength is the concrete pouring process itself. And therefore, as part of our
This is how our dashboard looks like. All these blue marks that you see are potential risk areas marked through different news articles. Then we can also visualize different shipment routes. For example, if you have a shipment from Hamburg to Dresden. As you can see, Dresden is also marked with a cross, which means it was also pointed out as a risk area. If you click on this cross, you'll see an alert like this, along with the website of the news article that alerted. And here you can see it was about diesel and price increase. In the next step, we also have some analysis. So for example, here you can see which shipments were delayed and how many days they were delayed by. So for this, we basically use the GDELT database, which is a global entity graph database that monitors print, media, and broadcast events in over 100 languages. It can also automatically label different events, for example, if it's a protest, a natural disaster, or a political disaster. And then it was combined with another open source GeoNames database for location name mapping and for getting coordinates for different locations. For this, we use BigQuery and SQL. We also use the natural processing API for the sentiment analysis. It scans text and returns a sentiment score, which is -1 if negative and positive +1. Then we used the directions API to map the route, retool in JavaScript for the front end, and BigQuery for the GDelt analysis. So that's mostly it. If you have any questions, feel free to let us know.
Hey guys, we are ZF Smart Planner. So what's the challenge we're trying to solve? Well, fleet managers want to optimize their operations. They are constrained though by small cost margins, vehicle depreciation, and of course, sustainability regulation. So how do we solve that? Well, we have a one-click trip planning solution that directly gives you visual insights into the recommendations. We do fuel optimization, vehicle health scores, and show you the CO2 you save. So let's go to the live demo. Now I'm really excited. Alt tab, let's see. Let's go. Okay, so this is the app. And here we're gonna enter the trip details. And the important part is we're not visual wizards. The important part is what happens in the background, right? So we are actually entering trip data here. Please make sure you type correctly something. And we're entering the size of our units that we wanna load and how many we wanna load. In the background, we do two things. We calculate which places we go from and to, and the route, how long is it, right? And then how large is the load we take into our vehicle. Now let's plan this trip. It will query some APIs that hopefully run now. So it's querying the stuff. Great. So here we get the top vehicles. This is the first page. And you can see here 3 recommendations. But why are these recommended? Check the bottom. We have 2 graphs that show you these 3 vehicles in comparison. What's the average fuel consumption based on the real ZF data, right? And what's the wear? So let's just select the first vehicle here. And now the same thing for the drivers, right? How do they score with this vehicle in the past? Which one is best, right? And this is not meant to be better driver, right? It's just, do they get used to the vehicle or not? Great, select Paula, whatever. And this is the summary page. And here we can see expected fuel saving and CO2 savings. But wait, this is the best part.
So all of this is also based on data. We started out with a basic analysis.
Real data.
Okay, we started out with a basic analysis and extracted the most important coefficients based on the correlation matrix. And then we
Hello. Hello, everyone. Sadly, we love to give you a live pitch today, but our dear friend died last night.
When getting to know a company, office pictures on a website rarely tell the full story. That's why it's our goal to enhance and enrich the office tour experience, adding more fun and interaction to that first impression. With Merkle Explorer, you can discover the Merkle office from the comfort of your own home at your pace.
What the dog doing?
Our engineers have worked tirelessly, fueled by copious amounts of caffeine over the last 40 hours to bring you this custom journey. And we are happy with the result. From the lowest level, disassembling an RC car, to the convenient web user interface you interact with. Crafted with the combined experience in the fields of IoT, device programming, and the back end as well as the front end development.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. See these mountains in the background? Well, then become environmentally aware with us, HackZurich. What is the problem to our solution? Well, the problem is in today's world, we have a lot of environmental issues like water scarcity and electrical scarcity are among the top ones. But what's causing the problem? Our opinion is that there's missing awareness. So we created a solution, a progressive web app that spreads awareness, gives tips and tricks to all of the users that are using it, that guides the users on their way to make an environmental statement, and motivating with gamification. Build your path. The main goal of our app is to build a path with our users. So you choose from a category like water scarcity or trash management or electricity, and you get one task each week. By completing these tasks, you can earn coins by completing them. And most importantly, HackZurich is always with you by doing these challenges. Reading articles. To spread awareness about all of these environmental problems, you can read articles on our app. So you can choose a category again, pick any article, and have fun by reading them. And reading them earns you coins so that you can upgrade and pimp your forest. You can earn environmental coins by, as said, solving your paths and read articles, and you can spend those coins to upgrade your forest. Like you see on the picture, the forest is dirty now, but with your help, it can get much, much cleaner. Thank you for listening, and please let us protect our world, and you can try the web app yourself.
Hi, everybody. We are Office Playground, a creative digital platform for workplace collaboration and risk assessment. So our mission is to build creative work environment and promote workplace safety by familiarizing workers to the physical working space. And we focus on 3 key areas. That is familiarizing with the workspace, team building, and emergency response development. So how do we do this? We do this by turning your physical workspace into a digital playground. So when you enter the digital playground, you get to pick your customizable character, and you have a couple of different options from there. So you can either collaborate with your colleagues to play fun games, complete the tasks which are shown on the left corner of the screen, or just explore the office and have fun. So you need to be very aware of the danger. Danger can be triggered anytime, anywhere, and in case of danger, you need to find an exit and get yourself to safety. So although we had a lot of different ideas for the project, due to time constraints, we couldn't implement all of them. One of the most exciting upcoming implementation that we can do is magical portals, a portal that connects your office all over the world, where players can just cross through it and enter office in a different country. We also plan to add a lot of collaborative features like video call, co-op games, and decision-making risk assessment platforms. Thank you so much. We hope you like the Office Playground as much as we do. And just by the way, all the elements of the game are produced during the hackathon, so
Hello, everyone. We are Health Falcon team, and we are working on the challenge to. So our problem is that a lot of us do workout and do sports, but not all of us focus in the right exercises. For example, this guy has problems in his back, but he is lifting a lot of weights. The other problem is that professional health assessments are very valuable, but they are very expensive and not accessible to everyone. And there is a lot of lack of motivation. So our solution is Health Journey. With Health Journey, we do health assessments and ongoing recommendation for your digital twin. So this is built on top of wearables like Apple watches and cameras, etc., and does regular check-ins, so every month, for example, and is a gamification basically to keep you on track. Second. It's not looking so good, but so this is a demo. This is one exercise, which is toe reach. This is to assess your flexibility. So could be several exercises, but this is one of them to test the flexibility. Here are the degree going down. So this is the first health assessment, physical health assessment, and going on, there will be health data like steps, sleep data, etc. And here, this is the results of the assessments, like the strength, endurance, and the flexibility you will have, and where you should focus, which muscles, and also
HackZurich Airlines. Good afternoon, sir. May I see your passport or ID?
No, I use flightless.
So what happened right now? So our friend Neo here managed to prove and verify their government-issued ID without showing it to anyone. Even he doesn't even have it in his pocket. And that's not a futuristic sci-fi demo. That's actually something that's technologically feasible and doable right now. It can help with fixing airport crowding, making the process more privacy-preserving and faster. But it also has main applications outside of airports. Think about regulatory compliance for Web3, where privacy is important, but you also need to prove that you're not a terrorist, right? So how does that work? Can we turn on the table camera? Thank you. So how does it work is, first of all, turns out most of you actually have an ID document that's actually digital. Take a look at your passport. It has an NFC chip inside. And we also have an example with an Indian ID card here, which is represented as a document. Wait a sec, which is, you're going a bit too fast, which is represented as a document, a digital file. And we made an algorithm that can create a ZK proof on the user's phone, a zero-knowledge proof that they have a valid document without sending it anywhere. And the proof is actually right now uploaded to the Capture blockchain, and a reference to it is stored on this QR code, which we can, if we switch to laptop view, which we can scan on the airport clerk site, and it's successfully verified. So yeah, and now we can show what happened in the blockchain. That so when the user uploaded their ID document and when the ZK proof was generated, it was uploaded to the blockchain. It was
Ciao ragazzi, I and my team work on the challenge of Microsoft and Swiss Re, and we have an amazing video to show you today. Go DJ Marvin, go for it.
In today's world, climate change is one of the biggest threats to our planet. Floods, in particular, are a risk to humanity. Society must be better prepared and take these disasters seriously. Swiss Re faced the challenge of informing and ensuring their customers in a professional and efficient manner. Risk assessments require a lot of time and paperwork. To overcome this challenge, we developed an application that helps people visualize how much damage can be caused by floods, while also taking care of the paperwork. Swiss Re risk managers can walk through the building with customers and show them what machinery is at risk and what needs to be insured. At the end of the checkup, an offer will be directly sent to the customer's inbox. In addition, the customer can conduct VR, web, or mobile training in their own building that was scanned during the risk management meeting. A gamified way of helping people to react to catastrophic events, which can occur inside of a building. This approach could help to see multiple flood, earthquake, or fire scenarios, which could help people learn to make the correct decisions in life-threatening scenarios. Our dedicated solution for reassessing and retraining will change the way the industry insures and prevents the impact of natural disasters.
So these were all the finalists, and one big round of applause for all of them, please. So this year there were over 140 submissions, and obviously we cannot show all of them live. So if you want to have a look at the other projects, give some feedback or help them figuring out some details on how to continue working on it, please go to CreatorSpace or DevPost and have a look at their projects. Now, there's also one other small thing. So we wanted to make an audience prize, right? And we're currently figuring out how to solve a little riddle, which you gave us. Can you quickly show the projector? So we ask you all to upvote with a thumbs up the projects you like the most, and we try to decipher which projects now you really liked. So please we only count the thumbs up. Because otherwise we will have a really hard time giving an audience prize. You can go back to the slides. So now we come to the closing. So this weekend was a lot of hacking and also a lot of logistics, organizing a lot of pizza, probably one of the biggest pizza orders Zurich has ever seen. As you see here in the pictures, it's really a lot of pizza. They actually came with the pallet, and one supplier alone wouldn't be enough, so we had to choose several of them. There was also obviously then a lot of pizza eating. There were also some fun situations, especially during the evenings after the midnight snack. So there were bowls of food basically to eat, and some of them ended up at various places. So one of them ended up in a bathroom, and then we asked basically if anyone wants to have a look at it and eat it, because it was like past midnight. It was still there in the morning at 1:46, and then even someone else asked, like, really someone misses the food or not? There were also some other weird things going on, actually, this weekend. So on Friday, we had really good partner pitches and presentations, and some of them got really creative. If you remember, there was the whole story about the Dutch Gouda. Now, it turned out that it became a bit more complicated than we initially thought, because the Gouda got lost. So luckily, some detectives figured out that it was somewhere on one of the desks. So I think some of the participants were really hungry and couldn't wait for the midnight snack, and they wanted the cheese. And it was a fake cheese, just for those that tried to eat it. Now, there were also a bunch of weird questions that popped up in Discord channel. Like somebody started asking about the screwdriver. And then like an hour later, basically, the question got a bit more serious. So turns out somebody had some issues with the computer and the motherboard. And as you can imagine, coding and working on these projects in a very short time frame basically makes you also struggle a lot and get a headache. And I think all these people were struggling, and even the girl was struggling in the metaverse, which is also quite fun. People were also sleeping, as every year, super creative, from on different levels of the whole building to also in the above of the balls, as you see here. And some weird stuff happens. Not sure what happened exactly. Yes, hopefully that will not happen again. People were also sleeping in very, very interesting poses, and I think this person here also arranged 2 chairs and kind of built a little cozy, almost like a hangmat. And this is also a very fun one. So the person took the text on the banner a bit too serious, right? So like going into the dream job. There were also a bunch of funny videos from the social media team. I'm going to show you some of them.
Good morning, guys. This is the first morning of this year's Zurich Hack. Let us hear the first impressions of the first night. Come with me. So, hello. How was, the first night like? Interesting. So, what kind of code stack are you using in your project? All right, thank you. Here on HackZurich, I would love to know what's your project all about. Give me a short pitch of your project. Okay, well, then lots of fun. What's your project all about? All right. And are you using your own code, or are you like searching through Stack Overflow? All right. Very interesting. Then continue hacking. Thank you. All right, and some of our hackers, they're actually, doing a creative workshop within themselves. Let us check that out, how this is working out. All right, very cool. It looks very colorful dreaming here. And the next hacker. So, what's your project all about? Would love to know. And what's up? Where's your team? Very insightful. And we have some friendly takeover by the hackers. They're actually camping on our sponsor's stand. Let's check this out. So you're actually doing the medical challenge, right? All right. He is still in his mental workshop, probably.
also other very fun encounterings of the social media team.
I feel like our combination of talents was like really
So, sometimes it wasn't clear whether people were sleeping or not, or dreaming about the code. And I think this is a very similar kind of move to what you saw before, and people seem really to like to sleep in front of it. Now, people also got creative, like trying to hide from light, and under the table was one of the areas. And if some of you were here last year, I think Rasmus presented this, that he discovered that people started sorting the balls in the bubble bath. And basically this year, someone was experimenting with gravity. And then like a few hours later, he would just slowly sink in the whole bath. There were also lots of other questions, like Discord was really running wild all the time. And I think after a while, people were not so much up for coding or helping anymore. Also, some of you started some discussions about operating systems and like IDEs and so on. And one of you came up with this, and then another one responded with this sign here. So at one point, I think the organization team decided, hey, let's hand out some more hoodies because we just had too many of them. And they announced a challenge. They were hiding 10 hoodies in all over the building. And some of you were not sure what to do with them. And very carefully grab it. Like, yeah, it was really free. Actually, one hoodie is left. You don't have a hoodie? Okay. So this is for you then. That was perfect timing. So we also have some statistics about kind of the usage of the internet. So I'm not sure whether I should be worried about the number of terabytes that are flowing, or whether I should worry about that it also went a lot of upstream. I don't know where you guys were uploading stuff to. There were lots of traffic through YouTube, Netflix, iTunes. We all need music, right? Spotify, of course, as well. And BitTorrent. We also discovered some very fun host names of your machines here. There was a Jupiter and Mars. We had Mothership, Scale Gap, Sisyphus Lappy, Your Future Wi-Fi, and the Human Slave. And we also have some more general stats. So we ordered lots of pizza, as this year we had the the highest number of participants on site. So we ordered 460 pizzas. You saw the picture in the beginning of how this looks like. And we also did quickly the math, and it's over 400,000 kilocalories of, so it's a lot of food actually. You could live a long time with that. There were also lots of energy drinks. I think there are a few hundred left still. Total there were over 2,500. And as I mentioned before, we had over 140 project submissions. And please, another round of applause for everybody that submitted a project. Now we would look forward to the awards. As you remember, there were a bunch of different prizes. We have the general prize, we have the different workshop prizes. We also have the hybrid team prize. So basically, this is a prize we hand out to teams that are formed between on-site and remote people. And this year's hybrid team prize go to the two teams. Number of obstacles, or N obstacles. Not sure whether anyone from them is here. Oh, great. Benny? No. 1 second. And you come up as well. Congrats. You will all get a document. Take a picture. And the second team was Story Dreamers. Is anyone here from Story Dreamers? Yes. You are Story Dreamers. Perfect. There was also a CV prize, as every year. And this prize goes to Nabil Ben-Trier. If Nabil is here, please come to us, and otherwise we will get in touch with you after the event. Okay, then we continue with the workshop awards. So as you remember, there were 19 different workshops, and we start with the first one from Migros. So I asked the Migros team to come up on stage to announce the winner.
All right.
Hello,
everyone. We had a really hard time deciding between every challenge that got submitted, and in the end, an expert team of about 12 people, I think, decided that the winner for the Migros challenge about supply chain resilience is team number 81, Supply Chain Resilience App. Are you here? Well, thank you very much.
So the next prize was from Zurich Insurance.
Hello, everyone. So we just wanted to say a huge thank you to everyone that took part in our challenge to try and promote volunteering and connect volunteers to volunteer opportunities around the world. We had an opportunity to speak to so many of you, and you really inspired us to continue the great work that we've already started at Zurich. And so James is going to announce the winner.
We were very pleased with all the people who chose to submit to our challenge, but we were especially impressed with Altruit, team number 92. I believe they're a hybrid team, but maybe somebody from the team is still here. We have a prize which is, we've taken inspiration from the Migros team, and we're awarding subscriptions to a skill-based service to allow them to choose the particular appropriate. So congratulations to Altruit.
So then the third workshop was from Optiver.
Hi. First of all, we would like to thank HackZurich for organizing this wonderful event.
and all the participants in our challenge. I think by now all of them realize that trading is not as simple as it looks like. It's not just exchange a cheese. It's actually really hard. So we also want to congratulate anyone that made any profit at all in our challenge. As we said, it was not all about profit in the challenge. So we also rated things like how much risk your algorithms took, the theoretical basis behind them, and how cleanly the code was implemented. One of the teams stood out in particular for this. We were very surprised that they implemented algorithms that we also use in the real world to trade all over the world. So we were impressed by that. Some examples of these algorithms were they implemented a quota that provided liquidity, and they adjusted the prices in this quota to reduce risk. So that was a good move. And they combined this with an arbitrage opportunity that made profit. But while making profit, it also again reduced risk. So they operated without any risk at all, really, and they made a significant profit doing so. They implemented all of this cleanly and correctly, which is very hard. And that's why this team also made the most profit in the end. So as you might know, this is team 71, and a big congratulations to them. Can you come on stage? Hi, congratulations. Thank you. Congrats. So their prize is an iPhone. Sorry.
Then we move forward to workshop number 4 and 5 together, right? From SP Hack. You do both.
Good afternoon, everyone. First, thank you, everyone, just for participating. And I would like to ask for a round of applause for all the actually teams that took up on the blockchain challenge from Velas and Casper. Actually, you know some of them, like the expert team and the fleetless. But we have some other participants like Road Ops, like Petcare, the Casper Zurich airport team, and Quasar. I especially thank them basically because they have proved several things. First, that Casper is actually user-friendly, developer-friendly. They have actually built several applications solving real-world solutions from scratch without previous knowledge. Second, actually, they have proved that blockchain is not just the future, it's the present. And third, they have proved actually use blockchain as Casper is a good way to actually to get to the final. And yeah. And now, actually, I would like to just to promote the prize is actually 15,000 Casper tokens for each one of the participants of the winning team, which is Quasar. If they can come to the stage, that would be great. I don't know, actually, if we have a couple of minutes so they can actually pitch their solution. That would be cool. You want to say something?
I mean, we really like the challenge, and I can say that we had very difficulties. Like I was the one with the wet motherboard, and we were working per programming with one laptop, and two other guys were in different time zones. So, and we somehow managed it. So, yeah, I don't know what to talk more.
Basically, we base our decision on the readiness, the innovation, and the use of the capture technology. So yeah.
Ist gut so. And then the next workshop, which was also from SP Hack. Yes. Hand it over to you.
So first of all, let me start by saying thank you very much for taking the time to actually work on Velas-related challenges. It was quite a difficult decision for us to actually announce just one winner. We were actually split between two teams, which have done an amazing job in our opinion. So we would actually like to announce two teams. The first one is Velociraptors. I hope they're around. And the second team is the Wallet Explorer. Perfect. So there are two prizes actually, one in Velas token, so 10,000 Velas tokens for each team. And then we also have a small token of appreciation for them to have participated. Would you like to say a few words? Okay. Cool, no problem. Cool.
Thank you. Then workshop number 6 was from Siemens. Stage is yours.
Thank you. So this was the first Siemens challenge. It was about creating an augmented reality app that helps our field engineers out in the tracks to work. We had very good projects being handed in. Thank you very much for that. Our jury had a hard time to find the winner. The winning team, they provided the most complete solution with an easy to use tech stack, and they made very clever use of the technology available. And with that, I would like to announce the team ClearRail. I hope you guys can come up a second time afterward for the prize for the audience. Sorry about the little technical difficulties in your presentation. You will, as a prize, each get a virtual reality headset so that you can continue extending your travels through real and virtual world. Congratulations.
Workshop number 7 was also from Siemens, the second challenge. Hi guys. It should work. Again?
Hi guys.
Yes.
Now it works. So first of all, we got 11 submissions. Many thanks for that. 2 of them made it to the final stage, but I would many thanks for you and congratulations to all of you. We had a very hard time deciding who's going to be the winner. It was very close. However, of course, we had to take a decision. And because of this, I would like to announce the winner. They took a very interesting approach how to model a 3D model of a building out of ordinary floor plans. And the winner, because of this, is Out of the Blue. So your guys gonna get a Garmin smartwatch, well deserved.
Then we have workshop number 8. Just give me a second.
Hello, everybody. First of all, I would thank the organizational team. I think we had a very exciting and very fun weekend all together, and also a lot of interesting discussions with all of you. We would like to announce the winner for survey the virtual reality, and you saw them also here on the top finalists. So very far is the winner. They will all get a GoPro camera.
We come to workshop number 9 from Zülke.
Hello, everyone. First of all, thank you very much for participating in our challenge. We had really great and innovative ideas on how we can prevent blackouts.
But there was actually one team that convinced us with their solution on how to cope with those blackouts if they do occur. So the winner of this year's Zülke Challenge is GridGuard.
Thank you. Then workshop number 10 from Merkel.
Hi, everyone. Before we announce our winner team, we need your help. Unfortunately, we're still missing our big pillow from our booth, which is really comfy. You saw it on the social media video before. And we would be really grateful if you can bring it back. Thank you. So, Mark, would you like to announce our winner team now?
Sure. So we received some great submissions. It was really hard to pick just one team which wins. But in the end, in our opinion, the best team was number 17, Merkel Explorer. And because, as we saw before, the other RC car is now broken, we got you a new one.
Then we have workshop number 11 from Swiss Re.
So delighted to partner with Swiss Re on this challenge, and some absolutely phenomenal entries. But ultimately, at the end of the day, it came down to it's a technical challenge, and for the winner, Philip, do you want to announce from Swiss Re?
And Andrew, first of all, thank you so much. You know, Andrew and I, we decided to gonna take our team to a place first. You have a bit more of a stable Wi-Fi, right? And secondly, you have some decent coffee. So we went to Starbucks. Before I announce the winner, please, every team that submitted, come to the booth. We want to really exchange contact information with you. We're going to hand out some credits and badges as well. There will be silver and gold awards. And as Andrew said nicely, we couldn't really have done it without that great partnership with you guys. We saw some things that really helped making the world more resilient, but in the end, it's the technical hack. So the team that we chose was really, and we had two experts, MR experts from Microsoft, really reading the code and telling us, this is pretty far advanced stuff, guys. So the team is Helvetica. Please come up to the stage, if you will. They're sleeping. Helvetica. There she is. I thought you'd fallen asleep. You guys submitted under Helvetica. And before we hand out the prizes, there's going to also be a workshop together with Microsoft with some teams, right? Drones.
Perfect, thank you. So then we go to workshop number 12. Stage is yours.
Okay, hello.
You need help?
Is it working? Oh yeah, here we go. Hello everyone, super excited about all the work of making the world construct and build more sustainable, more ready for the future. Thank you to all participants who worked with us, the maker team from Holcim, but also our startup partner Converge, onto reducing embodied carbon in buildings. And I think all the participants understood this is a technical challenge, it's a material science challenge, but it's also a challenge that really has to do with changing the way how people work and act. And we were really proud to see that this was taken up by everyone. However, there has to be a winner, and the winner for us was Team Concrete Insurance. Congratulations, and Gideon will lead us through why this is the case.
So it was really hard to choose. We had a long debate amongst about 20 of us on a Zoom call. But in the end, what was really amazing about this team is, we had a lot of people who think about this industry a lot, and none of us had thought of this idea, which was really surprising. We were like, we know all the ideas. We've been thinking about this industry for a long time. And when we see your idea, we're just like, oh, why did none of us think of this? So really innovative, well done.
So maybe a last comment. What they're really doing is transferring, the problems and the challenges of our industry into the financial market. So all you blockchain people, listen up. I think this challenge is also super exciting for you. And we're a heavy industry, as they say, so we got a heavy present for you. And man, it's exciting to work in construction. Congratulations, everyone. Congratulations to Concrete Insurance.
Thank you very much. Then we go over to workshop number 13 from Helsana.
Hi. First, thank you all of you that worked on our challenge. It was amazing. I think it's my fourth time here or third time. It was one of the funniest one. And all of you who came at the booth playing PlayStation and talking about technology and the world, Thank you very much. It was a pleasure. And Kevin, who won our challenge?
The winner of our challenge is team number 55, Klaus die Maus, for their, virtual reality desensibilization app. Congratulations.
Sure. Then we move over to workshop number 14 from Xylem.
Thank you. Good afternoon, HackZurich. What an event. One of the biggest challenges that at Xylem that we get up every morning and busy with is water scarcity. 2 billion people on Earth don't have access to clean water or sanitation. The 9 teams that we had that worked on the challenge was about creating awareness and educating and providing insights and tips to our communities about water scarcity. They are all winners. You're all winners, but we had to have one winner. And the winner for Xylem Water Scarcity Challenge is...
What up? Congratulations. They're coming? There they go. Huh? Wonderful.
So 4 more workshops to go, and then we will have the audience and the main prizes. So workshop number 15 was from Sunrise.
Hello, everyone. Challenge number 15 was actually Huawei, Swisski, and Sunrise. And our challenge was from the world of sports. We want to make sure that our Swiss ski athletes remain world-class and become even better. And we wanted to find out how we can use information and communication technology to improve trajectories as they run downhill. And we got interesting submissions. A lot of thanks to everyone who worked on our challenges. I did think we found one that convinced us the most, and I'll disclose that team in a moment. That team will get a drone for every team member so that they can continue to monitor skiers also in the 3rd dimension. And I'll ask Björn of Swisski, who was our winner?
It was team 139, I guess, Yeti coach.
Hi, Jackson. Welcome on stage. What was your killer criteria?
Sorry?
What was your idea?
Idea, like just use cameras instead of all the sensors.
Computer vision. Thank you very much. Here's your prize. Thank you.
Then we have workshop number 16 from Schindler.
So I will not stay silent for 30 seconds as in the pitch, but I will use this opportunity to thank the organization and all the 13 groups that took part in our challenge. So before announcing the winners, I want to mention two very good groups that were also in the pitches before, that are Seamless Journey and Level Up. We really liked these two ideas, but after a lot of discussion, the winner was actually another one, and I will let you announce the winner.
The winner of our challenge is Elate. Somebody in the room from Elate?
Okay.
So Mauricio will make sure that the team gets the award. Now we have from workshop number 17 from Sensirion.
Does it work? Works, right? Okay. Yeah, thank you very much. We had so much fun seeing all of your submissions. I think we had more than 10 submissions. All of them were very, very interesting, and we would like to, for the teams who didn't win, to come by our booth to thank them personally. But unfortunately, we have to choose only one winner, and we chose the winner who actually was capable of handling the data that our sensors provide more actionable, make them more actionable, and increase the quality of our data. So without further ado, the winning team is the Energy Manager. There you are. Congratulations. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations.
Thank you. Then we have the workshop number 18 about climate change. Hand over to you.
At first, we'd really like to thank everyone who participated in our challenge. We were really spoiled for choice, but in the end, we decided on Quizerland to be our winners.
Thank you. And then the last workshop, 19 from ZF.
Grüezi. Hello, hello Zurich, how are you doing? Still awake? So, first of all, before announcing the winner, I want to thank you, all of you, for all your energy, for all the things you applied. We had a nice application, so a big round of applause for yourself. Come on. And then the winner of our challenge, it was very difficult, but the winner we took, they did a great job in providing and in thinking about the problem. They also did a great job of thinking about what are the pain points of the customers, of the fleet. They also seeked out
to us to ask for feedback. So on a regular basis, they showed what they'd done, they asked questions, so they did these feedback loops in a really good way. But most of all, they used our data in a really nice way. They used the real data. A big applause of ZF Smart Planner. The whole team will get, because it was a mobility challenge, they will all get an e-scooter.
Okay, so these were the 19 workshops, as you remember, from workshop number 1 from Migros. I think the team was not here. Now we found the team. If the organizers from the workshop of Migros are still here, this would be your chance to hand over the prize.
So, hi again. Apparently, due to lack of sleep, they forget their team names. So here we are, Team Supply Chain Resilience App. Big applause. Congrats. Congrats.
Yeah. So as we saw, not enough sleep can show in various ways. We had people crying, being super excited, and others missing when the team name was called. Now our team was able to fix the problem with the audience prize. I would ask Benny to quickly come over and hand over the prize.
So after 2 hours of finding a suitable counting algorithm, we've determined that the audience award goes to Team ClearRails.
Woo! And now for the main prize, I would love to ask Christoph to join the stage, as he's the representative of the jury. This is yours.
Thanks, Igor. All right, it is my great pleasure to be here on behalf of the entire jury for the announcement of the main prizes. I gotta say, I had so much fun this morning going through all those really exciting projects that you guys came up with. It was really cool to, go through all the videos, look at the implementations, trying to find out what is a Figma demo and what is real, going through some GitHub repositories, checking all that out. There was more than one project where I felt like the idea is so cool and where the technology is so cool that I would almost like to join you guys and start a business around it. But anyway, without further ado, let's go and check out what we came up with after careful deliberation. First prize winner this year. Oh, you see, I'm not used to this. I don't usually announce prizes. That's not my domain. But anyway, third prize winner, to stay consistent with the previous announcement, ClearRail.
You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone. Anyone I've ever met. I'm stuck on your heart. I hang on every word you say. Tear us apart.
All right, and second prize winner this year goes to Flittless.
You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone. Anyone I've ever met. I'm stuck on your heart. I hang on every word you say.
All right, and first prize winner this year is GridGuard.
You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone. Anyone I've ever met. I'm stuck on your heart. I hang on every word you say. Tear us apart. Baby, I would rather be dead. From the start of every night and every day. In your eyes, I get lost, I get washed away.
So now just a few final words before we can hand over, go outside and have a beer all together. First of all, thanks a lot for the jury. They spend a lot of time evaluating all the projects. And I would say a round of applause for them. Now, this event wouldn't have possible without all the volunteers. So we would also like to bring all the volunteers quickly on stage for a group picture and a round of applause. Please, all the volunteers. So they made sure that you had the pizza, that you had the food, the coffee machines are working, and everything else. As every year, we try to make the event even better the next year, so please make sure you also give feedback. We will send over a form. You can give feedback there, and we try to implement as much as possible. Finally, I'd also to thank again to all the partners and sponsors. Without them, it wouldn't have been possible to organize this event. So again, the gold partners, I think we can also give an applause to them. Also our silver partners, the bronze partners, the supporting partners, and finally the general partners. And now we would invite you all to stay for a beer, have some chats, and have a nice day. And see you all hopefully next year for HackZurich 2023.